Hi everyone, Tony from Hack the Movies here, and today we're going to talk about Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, both versions of the movie, and we're going to find out what is the best version of Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, today on Hack the Movies.
Tapes, we're talking about tapes.
Hello, JoeyC.
Tony P, what's happening? We're here.
What's happening is I forgot to turn that to one color, and it's going to bother me. Okay, I fixed it.
Good stuff. I gotta lean around this thing to see.
Sorry, got a little carried away with the decorations.
That looks nice.
It's Halloween season again, and we usually kick off the month of October with a Halloween review.
Wow.
I was starting to run out of them because what have we done the last year? So we did the Blumhouse ones, obviously. But what was it? A few years ago, we did What is the Best Halloween 2?
Okay.
Which was Halloween 2. Halloween 2018 and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And then we did What is the Best Halloween 3, which was Halloween 3, which is technically a part 1 in its own universe. Halloween 4, Halloween H2O, and Halloween Kills. Lucky me, I got to review Halloween Kills twice.
Yep.
And then we did What is the Best Halloween 4, right? Yes, which is Halloween 5. Yes. What? We'll put up the timeline chart like we usually do. So yeah, Halloween 5 is a part 4, Halloween Resurrection is a part 4, and Halloween Ends is a part 4.
Yes, I did know that one.
Lucky me, I got to review Halloween Resurrection and Halloween Ends twice.
Lucky you. Alrighty.
And we finally made it. Luckily, there was only ever one. Whenever they get to 4, they go, we got to restart.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Got to restart this.
Yeah. They never go past that.
They never go past the 4th in a timeline. So yes, we have Halloween 6, which actually I think is Halloween 5 in this timeline.
It is. Yes, it is. Tony, what the fuck is going on here, buddy?
Why did they keep numbering them after 3? You could have just... anyway. Yes, The Curse of Michael Myers. Probably one of the most controversial Halloween movies made. Well, until Halloween Ends came out.
Yep.
And I guess after Halloween 3. But yeah, this is a very 90s movie. Probably one of the first few Halloween movies I've seen.
Yep.
Because it was the freshest at the time as a kid. This is 1995, right?
Yep,
Yes,
95.
it is. We got a 30th anniversary for this bad boy.
It's the year of my birth.
We've been doing a lot of 30th anniversaries for 1995 because I'm realizing like that's when I was 5, and then I was seeing a lot of these movies.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm just like that was I didn't realize film-wise it's a very big year for Tony from Hack the Movies.
Apparently. You're watching this at 5 years old.
Yeah.
Come on.
I might have seen this the next year, like when I was 6. Pretty sure family rented it or something. I think my grandfather rented it. And we watched it, and I remember being confused and thinking, I'm like, well, this is 6. I didn't see the others. I'm sure it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, JoeyC.
Tony P.
What is your experience with Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers? How did you feel about this one? Did you watch this one growing up?
I did watch this growing up.
Okay, how did you feel about it?
I never watched any of the other Halloweens except the first one. My older sister was a big fan of this film. And I was probably about 10 when I saw it. So it was probably around 2005, 2004 when I first saw it on tape. When I was a kid, Tony, I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of a simple boy.
Yes, and it's been pretty well documented. Pretty well documented.
And I watched this and thought, this is a pretty okay movie. And then I went back and watched 5, and I was like, what? What is all this?
Did you just keep going backwards?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did too. So I watched it.
And then
10.
you got to 3, and you're like, "I'm sorry."
I was it's a totally different movie here. And then I didn't watch it I probably haven't seen it for the last like 15 years, and I rewatched it for this episode.
Yeah.
Tony, what was I thinking? What the fuck was going on?
So you used to like this movie back
I did.
in the day?
Well, like I said, I was a simple boy. I was very entertained.
Well, as we all know, I'm very sophisticated.
Of course, naturally.
I'm very educated in film. Joey, I was obsessed with this movie. I thought it was so fucking cool when I was like a kid.
Thank you.
Because what was it? So I saw it when it came out, but then like it used to play on HBO or Cinemax.
Yep.
Whatever one it played on, I taped it off the TV, and I still have this tape. I gotta transfer this tape and see what's on it.
I love how you taped the covers to it.
So I would know what it was.
That's
I
fair.
bought all the other ones. I'm like, well, I don't have to buy Halloween 6 and taped it off the TV. I think there's an episode of The Simpsons on there actually too.
Good.
Yeah, so I ended up seeing this like in the early like 2000s. I was watching this a lot, and I loved when The Undertaker had the Ministry of Darkness.
Yeah, it's the same sort of vibe.
So when we had like cult members in this, I'm like, this is fucking cool. I liked the metal riff version of the Halloween theme. I love the frantic music video style editing. I was all about this. Michael, I thought, was really scary in it. It was way more violent. Yeah, I was all about this movie. And I would go online and I would hear about how there was a whole different version of it.
I didn't even know there was a different version until you told me. I had no idea.
You know about that?
I had no idea.
So the producer's cut was a very like famous bootleg that would circle around at conventions. There's other cuts. There's apparently a director's cut, a work print, but for whatever reason, like the producer's cut was like the most widely available, considered like the better of all those cuts. So it's basically like what the movie was before like the Weinstein Company. Dimension Films produces. So the Weinsteins are making it. The Mustafa Akkad and whatnot, they're still like involved, but they didn't have all the power like they usually did. So the Weinsteins are there. They're producing this. They recently, at the time, were merged with like Disney.
Yeah.
So Disney execs are behind this, and they want this to be the really big one.
Well, from what I understand, they did a test screening early on, and it was like it performed horribly, right?
Problems started before that.
Oh, really?
But yes, they did a test screening. Apparently, it really sucked. Which, skipping ahead to producer's cut, I can see maybe why.
Yeah.
But I don't know what. At some point, they had to fix the goddamn movie, and I don't know what the hell they were doing. They got Daniel Ferrens to write this. He was a huge fan of the franchise. And he really tried his best, and he was not prepared for this at all.
No.
He thought the writer had more. I was listening to the commentary. He's like, I come from theater, so the writer has like pretty much all the power. He's like, I quickly learned that wasn't the case.
Yeah, totally different game.
Yeah. They got the director Joe Chappelle to do this, who ended up directing another. He had to. Oh, was this before or after Hellraiser 4? Hold on.
That's a good question.
Let me double check this.
Yeah, that was. I think this is after, right?
We're about to find out. No, Hellraiser. Okay, so Hellraiser 4 is after this. Or maybe it was being filmed around the same time, but it came out a year after. So yeah, Hellraiser 4, he stepped in to replace the original director and reshoot a bunch of stuff. And he probably used the experience he learned on this movie reshooting all of his stuff.
That's absolutely
and the Weinstein, because
what
Dimension
happened.
Films, they're probably like, well, he did a good job, I guess, making something out of nothing. Let's have him do it again. And if you want to know more about what I have to say about Hellraiser Bloodline, you should watch my review of the work print. And then you should sign up for Patreon and watch my review, because I reviewed all the Hellraisers with my cousin on Patreon. It's an exclusive series. If you don't want to pledge, you can just buy the series as a one-time payment and watch us review every Hellraiser movie.
Wow, what a deal.
It's a steal if you ask me. Anyway, so yeah, Joe Chappelle's on board. Daniel Ferrens is writing. He's trying to like add a bunch of references, trying to bring it back to what the original was. They were able to get Donald Pleasance back.
Yep.
He was not doing too hot.
Nope.
He was not doing too hot. Would get worse, as it seems.
Yeah.
The big problem is no one knew who the Man in Black was in Halloween 5. Those were reshoots. Those were additional shoots they did for that movie.
Who wrote 5?
I think it was the director. Whoever the director was.
Because whoever wrote 5 just kind of threw it off and said, yeah, the next guy will take care of it.
Yeah.
And then this guy has to like tie up all the loose ends for it.
Director of Halloween 5 was like, how did the 4 end? He's dead and the girl is Michael Myers now? Nah, bring him back. And then, so they did reshoots. They changed the beginning of that movie. And then they just added in this like mystery of this Man in Black who had the same tattoo as Michael.
Just
and
kicking dogs and shit.
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
And no one at the time knew what that was. It was basically like, we'll figure it out later.
I always assumed that it was going to be explained later, and then I remembered that this was the movie before the movie that I watched first. And I'm like, well, it didn't get explained at all.
So for what I read, I think it was an interview with Tarantino got like offered a chance to write Halloween 6. And
Really?
he had to try to work on the Man in Black and Michael Myers thing, and he gave it like a crack, and he just couldn't get into it. So no one knew. Apparently, this writer's like, okay, so who was that guy? And they went, oh, figure it out. It's like, oh, cool, thanks.
They did their best.
No.
No, they didn't.
So we're gonna go through. Oh, and they didn't bring Daniel Harris back.
Yes.
which she was very upset about.
From what I understand, the studio did not like her, right?
No, and I don't think they wanted to pay her.
Oh, that
As
might have been
much.
why. Yeah.
So
okay.
that's why I think they kept reducing the role of Jamie to what it was, so they didn't have to pay her. Which is like, come on.
Yeah, dude.
Come on.
What was the budget?
I don't fucking know.
Skyrocketed
I don't know
budget,
why they
probably.
I don't know why they would look at Halloween 5 and be like, this one's gonna be big. It's like, I don't know. A lot of people really don't like that one. I don't think everyone was real excited for this one. Yeah, so she didn't come back. We're gonna go through the theatrical version mostly. Kind of like I did with Superman 2, and then we're going to talk about the changes in the producer's cut, and then we'll try to figure out what is the best version of this movie.
Beautiful.
Some people go back and forth. How do I feel about this? I told you I used to love it. How do I feel now as an adult? Am I kind of embarrassed? We'll find out.
Stay tuned, folks.
We start off with frantic music video style editing.
It's like a Rob Zombie video.
It does feel like very much
Yeah.
like music video. So Alan Howarth did the music for the other version of the movie. And then I think at some point they were like, spice this baby up.
Yeah. Grunge it up, baby.
Yeah, he grunged it up. We see an older Jamie Lloyd being carried through a factory.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, a Freddy Krueger factory.
Yeah. Spoiler. It's underneath Smith's Grove Sanitarium. I'm like, why do they have so many pipes and shit down there?
Yeah.
How big is this place?
What is this fucking facility?
Yeah, it looks like they're at like a water reclamation thing. Like, what are you guys doing there?
That's exactly what it looks like.
Anyway. So yeah, they're bringing her into a dark room. There's a cult member with some doctors. She shits out that baby. And then the Man in Black comes and takes it away. We still don't know who he is. Then more cult members paint a rune in blood on the baby with the thorn symbol. That was the whole thing. Because remember, Halloween 5, he had the thorn symbol. Which the thorns, I don't know if you watched last year's episode, but the thorn symbol origin is from the deleted opening of Halloween, where some black magic like punk called Dr. Death finds Michael Myers, and he puts the rune on him, and he uses mysticism to bring Michael Myers back the next year on Halloween.
Oh.
And then they went, that's stupid. Let's make it where a hermit keeps him for a year. And then if you watch the beginning of Halloween 5, you can see like some of the shots don't really match with the hermit's cabin.
Yeah, definitely.
So the thorn symbol was just a leftover thing from the deleted scene that then they kept in the movie.
And they
now
decided
this movie,
to run with it.
Yeah, this movie decided to make it like a thing. We get narration from Paul Stephen Rudd.
Yep, that's right.
His first film. I forget if this came out after Clueless. He got the part for Clueless while making this movie.
Okay.
But I think because the reshoots, this might have came out after. I'm not sure. They came out around the same time. I think this is his first movie though. Which is funny because he did one of those stupid like Google Oh God!
Tony, this place is haunted.
Jack Skellington just knocked down the Thriller pack.
What are you doing?
Can you pick that up, please? Yes, that is the Angry Orchard Thriller pack. That's Jason branded. You can just put it on the counter, actually. Okay. I actually reviewed that short film that they put out recently. And on the second channel, me and Prison Mike tested all of those beers.
Wow.
So check them out.
Wow.
Yeah, so we get narration from Paul Stephen Rudd. Oh, they did those Google finish things, and it's like, what was Paul Rudd's first movie? And he goes, Halloween 6. And then he pauses. He's like, I can't remember the full name of the movie.
Are you serious? That's really funny.
So he's talking about the history of Michael Myers.
One by one, he killed his entire family.
No, he didn't. Can we count in this continuity the members of his families that he's killed?
I think we could.
Let me count it for you. Okay.
Go for it.
His sister, and then his parents die off screen between movies.
Yep.
And then Laurie in this continuity dies off screen between movies in like a car wreck or something. And that's it. Just the one.
Good.
Just the one.
Interesting.
If anything, maybe his parents also died in a car accident. Maybe he
caused it.
The Smiths Grove, do they have like a prisoner work program? Was he working on cars and he purposely fucked up their cars?
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did.
Like one by one, I'm like, he hunted them. He only ever killed one of them. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a working man. His hands are all fucked up in this movie, so he's a working man, Come on.
And it's just like always on Halloween. I'm like, he doesn't do it every Halloween. He did it for 3 Halloweens.
Takes a couple of years off, man.
Yeah. Later that night, a nurse saves Jamie for reasons. I don't know why. She like gets her to escape, and then she gets killed by Michael. And I do like the reveal of Michael, how he comes out of the shadow.
Yeah, that is super
How do you like the look of this Michael?
It's pretty grungy.
I really like this. Other than the original, is like my favorite Michael look.
It's a good look between like the original and like the Halloween Kills version. Like it's just like a kind of healthy balance between the two of them.
And for most of the movie, it's George P. Wilbur from Halloween 4, who's probably one of the worst looking Michael Myers.
Yep.
But I just love when he just comes out of like you see his face.
Oh,
it reminds me of the first movie.
It does a little
where he
bit.
comes out behind like Laurie Strode. Yeah. So that's really cool. And then he impales her head onto a spike. That wall just had a spike.
Yeah, just randomly at that exact spot.
Yes. I don't know what the purpose of the spike is.
You know, now that you examine that, Tony, that's
just a spike on the wall?
Why was that there, man? What the fuck? Why?
I don't know what purpose. I'm like, it's okay.
You want a coat rack in the middle of the hallway? No. I want answers.
So yeah, and then they're constantly doing these flash frames throughout the movie. And I think when I paused it, it's a flash of Jamie in like the hospital from later on, and a flash of Michael holding a knife.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, they keep cutting to those flashes constantly with the sound. This whole movie is like it's like, okay, cool. Michael's doing something. Again, just needlessly spicing things up.
Yeah, it's make the movie more flashy. It's the 90s, man. Yeah. It's more grungy.
Which is funny because like if in the next one, Halloween, Hellraiser Bloodline, the whole thing that Joe Chappelle had to do, he had to figure out a way to get Pinhead into the movie earlier.
Yeah.
So literally, like the Dimension Films logo, it just cuts to a flash of Pinhead's face frantically like this. It just cuts to, wow, and it's like Pinhead. I'm like, oh, wow. Well, I guess that's a way to get him in the movie earlier.
It just must be the style, because it does remind me of like Blair Witch 2, Book of Shadows. They do that shit constantly throughout the movie. So
yeah.
I don't know what that style is, but it's goofy.
So she's running away with the baby. There's a trucker just drinking in the rain in a poncho instead of in his truck.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he was out in the rain.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta pull over. I gotta drink from a bottle in the poncho. I don't have to put the hood up. I'm gonna keep the hood down, but I'm gonna wear the poncho to get rid of, to make sure the rest of my suit doesn't go wet, even though I could just drink in the truck.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Well, maybe it's laws.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know.
We can't look too deep into it. It falls apart quick.
And then she's like telling him, she gets in the truck, she's telling him to run away, and then he gets his neck snapped. And this is part of the reshoots they did to spice things up. They made sure that his neck broke all the way off and blood shot out.
You can see the spine on it.
Spine.
Oh, God.
And then we cut to the Myers house. Now, I'm going to save like all the alternate and deleted stuff when we talk about the producer's cut. But what I will do for this version is tell you the stuff that just never even made it to film.
Beautiful.
Because apparently, like the studio, like on set, they're like, we're running behind schedule, and they just started ripping pages out of the script, and most of them are Kara's scenes.
Oh, so they were never even filmed.
They were never even filmed.
Wow.
That's why Kara seems like oblivious the whole movie. But like there was stuff where she was also researching Thorne and everything, and it's just all gone. They were like, boring, cut it out. But this opening, you notice it's like a little tracking shot going up the thing. It was supposed to be a full tracking shot that led to Danny's room and then him waking up.
Oh, like upstairs?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
To mimic the first one, but then show.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they just went, we're not doing that. They got the door. They got the camera up to the door, and they went, we're not doing that.
Yep. You see the address, that's it.
Yep.
Wow.
The Myers house now looks like the Myers house. Whereas in Halloween 5, it turned into a big mansion for no reason. And now it's back to being the Myers house.
There's so much shit everywhere, too.
I know.
Oh my God. There's like a half a truck in the front yard.
Yeah.
Like, is that a Halloween decoration, or is your car just
I don't know, because they said no one could sell the house. No one's been in that house. And it's just like, why is there so much garbage everywhere?
Dude, I don't know.
So Danny wakes up, and he sees the man in black in his room going, Danny, kill for him.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. And he's like, Mommy! And Kara comes in. Be like, hey, shut up, kid. There's nothing in here.
Yep.
Also, this kid, Thomas the Tank Engine, Power Rangers, and Godzilla toys. This kid was me in the 90s.
No,
maybe that's why I also like related to it, because this kid was not much older than me at the time I saw the movie. And I'm like,
That's
whoa,
wild.
he's got a Red Ranger. I have that Red Ranger. I probably have that Red Ranger in a box somewhere, to be honest. I have a little one there, but I have like the 10-inch figure somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, cool. But yeah, she just tells him to go back to sleep.
Basically.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. I was like, if my mom told me to go back to sleep, I'd be furious. Dude, I'd be so scared.
Yeah.
I just saw a man in my bedroom, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
And there's a reason he imagined the man in the bedroom, and I'll talk about it when we get to a later scene, because it relates back to something else that was never shot.
Oh,
but there's a holdover from it. She goes into her room, and she's listening to Barry Sims, Back Talk with Barry Sims. And I'm wearing the Back Talk with Barry Sims shirt.
I should have wore the Barry Kicks Ass shirt or whatever.
Shit, what was this from? Does that say Fright Rags? What does that say?
What does that say?
Ugh.
Doesn't even say.
Does it say on the back here?
No, it doesn't say either.
What the fuck?
What the
Who
hell?
made this?
Who made that?
Now I feel bad. Whoever made this shirt, whether it was Fright Rags or something else, I don't know why I forgot who made the shirt. They made the one year they put out the 3, Halloween 6, 7, and H2O and Resurrection.
Yeah.
And I made sure to get the Back Talk with Barry Sims. It looks like a newspaper ad for a radio ad, but I don't know if you notice. It's Michael Myers, but they put a phone in his hand.
Phone in his hand.
And then, of course, last year I wore the other one, my Trick or Treat Motherfucker.
Yes.
Where it's
Classic.
Michael Myers holding the pumpkin. Motherfucker. They wanted Howard Stern for this.
I did know that, and he turned it down because his movie was coming out the same.
No, he turned it down because he turns down everything.
Oh, interesting.
He almost wasn't even in his own movie.
Really?
Go back and watch the Private Parts review. That movie almost starred Jeff Goldblum because Howard was getting so difficult to work with.
Well,
Because he was afraid to act, so he just kept delaying production. And they were
Oh.
like, we'll just do it without you. And that finally whipped him in shape. And, of course, Howard Stern ruining his legacy, making all his fans hate him. And now people think he's going to retire, and no one cares.
Yep,
They're
that's
actually
true.
annoyed he didn't do it sooner.
Yeah, no,
It's actually pretty depressing.
it really is.
He really just alienated his whole audience.
That's sad.
And I'm not even talking about the politics thing. It's the shy away from like comedians and weirdos and only talking to A-list celebrities. I'm like, well, this is all boring for regular people.
Basically.
Anyway, Howard Stern, you became the bad guy. I'm glad you have a lot of money, but you sound miserable. So was it worth it? Was it worth it, Howard? You cry in every interview and you tell everyone you're interviewing that they should also be sad when they're not. And you seem like life is hell for you. Was it worth it? Anyway. He was one of my heroes, so.
Oh, I can see why there's a sour taste in there.
Yeah, I have a lot of heroes who've let me down over the years. One of them put me on a Nazi list. Thanks, Maddox.
Oh.
Anyway, Barry Sims is like a local like Chicago or Illinois DJ. And he's basically Howard Stern.
Yep.
Sort
You
of.
can tell by the dialogue.
Yeah, or just
that
like
it
a
was
shock
meant
jock.
for Howard Stern.
But yeah, he's talking to people about Michael Myers because we kind of learned through this that after 2 years in a row, Michael Myers killed the entire police force of Haddonfield. Yeah, I don't know if you forgot that. He kills all of them except the sheriff in part 4. And at the end of part 5, the Man in Black comes and machine guns a whole bunch of new sheriffs. It's just like, well, once you kill the entire police force twice, I could see banning Halloween and maybe getting more. So yeah, they banned Halloween, but they're finally bringing it back this year. And the students are going to do the campus rally.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, we're going to rally to celebrate Halloween. And he's going to be there, Barry
Sims.
And then Tommy Doyle calls in to talk about Myers. And he's like, I met him when I was 8 years old. Of course, Paul Rudd is Tommy Doyle, the little boy from the first film.
Yep.
And he's like, I was one of the lucky ones. We've learned that he's become a psychopath.
Yeah. Dude, beyond a psychopath.
By the way,
My God.
both versions of Tommy Doyle, because like the new continuity, it's Anthony Michael Hall.
Yep.
And it's like he turned into a weirdo too.
Yeah. Well, I guess when that happens when you're 8, traumatic experience, I suppose.
Listen,
but.
like it's like he saw Michael in person, I guess, and then he saw Michael carry a dead body. And then he saw Michael for a second. He didn't see Michael kill anyone. It's like, fucking relax, Tommy.
Yeah,
all right,
come
all
on,
right.
dude. I watched Jeepers Creepers 2 and Nightmare 2 on the same day when I was 8. I turned out just fine, right, Tony?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, let's just say, when I told you we were going to do Boys Month, you thought it was something else and got real excited. Anyway. Also, Tim denies it, but everyone's telling Tim that he might be gay. I told him to hit you up.
I'll whip him into shape real quick.
You watch the Hackers review, he's like, I was rollerblading. People were asking how I was gay. I'm like, Tim, you can't be rollerblading and rocking that mustache and then be shocked. And people are like, hey, are you gay? Anyway,
sign him up for a man's class.
Yeah. So Tommy's just like, I've been studying Michael and I know he's coming back. And I'm like, you do?
How?
I guess he explains how coming up in another scene. And also he's spying on Kara as she's undressing. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Creep.
Yeah.
Did Michael make you a fucking pervert?
Yeah, what the fuck? Come on now.
And then a guy calls in. I like this. He says that the CIA abducted Michael Myers and they used him as an assassin, but you can't control Michael. That's like the kind of the thesis for this version.
Yeah, a
of the
little
movie.
bit. Yeah, it's
Not
sort
so
of the
much
same
the
sort
other
of
version,
thing.
but for this version, it's like you can't control Michael. So he said the CIA, they put him in a spaceship, sent him to space.
Yeah, they're setting up for Michael Myers in space.
Because I think that was an idea that was floated around, which is funny because then this director does Hellraiser in space.
Dude, that's why. No way that was actually floated around. That's crazy. Oh my God, dude.
And Dr. Loomis is listening to this.
Just retired.
Yes, and he meets up with Terrence Wynn, who was in the first Halloween.
For like 15 seconds.
Yes.
What do you mean?
He was the head of the asylum. He's the guy who Loomis is yelling at and went, he was doing very well last night. He's meeting up with Terrence Wynn, who just seems to drive out there to wish him a happy retirement, but also ask him to come back.
Yeah.
And Dr. Loomis, he's now gotten rid of all his scars. How did he get rid of them? Don't know in this version.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it doesn't
pretend-
mention it in this movie.
Just pretend he didn't see it, even though they very clearly show Michael's burned scars.
Yeah, well.
Just pretend he didn't see Loomis's.
We'll find out soon enough.
Much like how he survived that explosion in 2. Just, he's fine. Don't worry about it. Stop asking.
Yeah, literally. You're the asshole for asking.
Jamie makes it to a bus station where someone went on break. The worst time for that person to go on break.
Yep.
And all the emergency lines for Haddonfield are down because of the storm. So she's like, I guess I'll call. What's the number? Hold on, I have it here.
It's right at the bottom, I think.
Yeah, hold on. It's 1-800-966-7825. What does that spell?
You suck.
Yeah. So she calls the station and just goes, Michael's after me. Michael Myers, help me, Dr. Loomis. Instead of going, I'm at the bus station. Send cops.
That's too much logic for this movie, Tony.
I guess so. But Loomis hears the cry on the radio.
Somehow listening.
Yeah, and Tommy also hears it too.
Well, he records it too. He
Yes.
records all these phone calls.
And then Michael checks the bathroom. He's not able to find her. And he sees that she escaped out a window. And he's like, all right, well, I got to follow her to a farm while the rock version of Halloween kicks in.
Fucking rocks, man.
Me and Tim, whenever we talk about this movie, we do that. We go the
It's pretty close.
and we get a car chase.
Yeah.
Michael's driving the Smiths Grove van.
Which comes up later.
By the way, they keep showing that that's a Smiths Grove van. So, like, when the twist happens later, it's like, yeah, we know.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
It's right there.
So, yeah, score kicks in. She's hiding on a farm. He's able to find her in there, and he impales her on a thing.
A hay bale machine that puts hay together.
Is that what that does?
That's what that does. It makes it into.
Are you sure?
Well, I've spent a lot of time on a farm myself.
And that's what that thing
yeah,
is.
you put the hay in the hay machine, and it makes the hay more hay.
Got you.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
didn't know what that machine did.
Yeah,
I'm not a farmman.
Well,
so I don't know these things.
We learn it in week 2 of the man school.
Oh, darn. I was sick that week.
You were.
I was.
You were. You came back the next week.
I
when we
was
changed
sick
oils.
of all the feminism in the world, and I just needed a
Exactly.
break.
That's right. That is true. It's a true fact, folks.
Yeah, he impales her on the hay machine.
The haymaker.
Yes, the haymaker. And she reaches out to him. Now, if you remember Halloween 5, he took his mask off and cried. Well, he must have went to man's school.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what he did.
The man in black was like, "Did you cry?"
They reprimanded him immediately.
Go in there and do squats and push-ups.
Exactly.
So yeah, he just shoves her on the spikes.
Ooh, oh my God. And then turns it on.
And then turns it on. Bye, Jamie. Character people really liked.
Yeah,
You're dead now. So, we know that in the other version, she lives a little longer. In the script that he wrote, she was supposed to, like, live and come back at the end and help them.
Oh.
But each version, they gave her less and less things to do until we ended up with this version where they were like, just fucking kill her.
Interesting.
Just kill her.
Yep.
I'm like,
They
huh.
did.
That writer commentary is very eye-opening.
Yeah, I bet.
He doesn't like this, like all the excessive gore, because he was trying to make it like the first one, which isn't very gory. I don't know why he was trying to do that when everyone was trying to be gory at the time this movie came out. He probably should have tried.
Pre-Scream,
Scream's pretty gory, but like, no, there was gory slashers around here. The Leprechauns, they're pretty gory.
Yeah, that's true.
Hellraiser is
Goddamn,
getting really
that's a good
gory.
point. It's a good point.
Yeah, he's writing this for the Weinsteins. They had Pinhead just massacre a whole nightclub.
God, dude.
So yeah, he kills her and then he goes to get that baby, but it's just a paper towel roll.
Yep.
She hid the baby. All right, so cut back to the Myers house. John and Deborah. Do you get it?
John and Deborah. That is John Carpenter and his wife, right?
Well, I guess they were dating. But yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Deborah. Why am I blanking on the last name? Hold on.
Mrs. Carpenter.
Deborah Hill.
That's what it is.
Sorry. I had to grab my copy of The Fog. Deborah Hill, the late Deborah Hill.
Good. Yes, rest in peace.
Yeah, so that's like a very big inside joke because again, the writer was a super fan. They're the Strodes. They're the uncle, the aunt and uncle of Laurie Strode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they move in to the house. What you call it? The kids are defacing the Strode sign. They put a Michael Myers mask on it.
They did. Yep.
And the dad's like, I'm tired of this Michael Myers crap.
Dude, he uses an axe to chop down a sign with like
that he could have just pulled out of
Yeah,
the
he
ground.
could have just pulled it out. I don't know why he had to use an axe.
And the kids
it's
are
to
bullying
set it
him.
up later.
And I'm sitting here going like, well, they did move into the Myers house. It's very well known. because of this scene. It would give you the idea that everyone knows this.
Yeah, that's right.
And then there's a scene or so later where I'm like, wait, this is a mystery to them? I thought everyone knew. How do they not know?
Yeah, you gotta
Why
live
did
under
you
a
include
rock.
this scene? Because it makes the other scenes make no sense.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so he's yelling at everyone. Danny is dressed like his Uncle Tim, with flannel and an orange shirt, backwards hat. And Kara is going to school for psychology.
Yes.
How old would you say Danny is?
17.
No,
18?
that's Tim. That's Tim. Danny's the younger one.
Oh, younger one. I would say he's probably like 8 or 9. I would say.
Okay, because there's a
she's in college.
Yeah.
And they do refer to the kid as a bastard son.
Yes, and he says she hasn't been around in 5 years, but he looks older than 5.
Holy fuck, you're
he
on
said,
something.
He says you don't show your face around for 5 years and you show up on her death with that little bastard. There's a theory.
Oh.
And it plays more into the producer's cut. So maybe we'll save it
Okay,
for
well, let's
that.
save that, yeah.
Because the writer tries to debunk some other controversial element in that version.
God damn
but then
it.
he leads little seeds about this. And I'm like, I don't know. I think maybe you're backtracking. Because you let this other little plot point here that I'm picking up on. He is not happy that Kara's back.
No.
He gets up and slaps her around.
Yep.
And then after he slaps her, he looks down. Danny has a knife at his belly. Like he's ready to kill him. Is he becoming the new Michael Myers? Was he the Corey Cunningham of his day?
Now you're probably thinking this scene really doesn't make a lot of sense. It will.
It will later on. It will later
sense.
on. So yeah, they eventually get him away. Also, the mom in that scene, Deborah, is apparently she was the original little girl in the original True Grit movie. They said that on the commentary.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking when I was watching this, I was like, this has got to be the nerdiest woman I have ever seen.
She's very
in
mousy.
my life.
She's very mousy.
Oh my God.
You know what's real annoying when they try to spice up horror movies?
Yeah.
Annoying jump scares.
Yeah.
So Beth, who lives next door, comes over, talks, and then Tim comes up and hugs her from behind, and they add in a BAM!
Yeah.
What the hell happened this time?
Like a jump
So
scare.
unnecessary.
And I'm like, that wasn't scary.
What's the point of that?
That like we talked about, or we will be talking about Silent Hill coming up. The Silent Hill sequel, there's a Pop-Tart jump scare.
Oh.
If I remember right, it was either Pop-Tart or toast, but something pops out of a toaster and they add a really loud sound to scare you. It's like, what?
Why would they do that?
I hate it. It Chapter 1 is actually...
dude, filled with them.
Yeah, but like the movie was like okay and didn't need them.
I know.
That's why it was so
That's so
frustrating.
true.
Like the one I go to is like when his like it's part where it's in the darkness and his eyes glow.
Yep.
I'm like creepy. It didn't need the
Yeah.
but this is way more egregious. This is a guy hugged his girlfriend. I'm like,
Doesn't it change like it's like the POV camera shot as it's going towards
kind
the
of,
girlfriend, too?
yeah. So dumb. So we're cutting back and forth. We get to see Wynn's secretary tells him that they found Jamie's body. She doesn't say dead, just that they found Jamie's body.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kara finds out Tommy lives with Beth in the boarding house, who's run by a deaf lady named Mrs. Blankenship, which is a reference to Halloween 3. There was a Blankenship that someone was supposed to meet in Halloween 3. It's like a really big reference. She's deaf, super deaf.
Yeah.
Can't hear anything. Or can she? So she's creeped out by Tommy. She's like, the Beth says, apparently some really fucked up stuff happened to him as a kid. So Tommy goes to investigate the bus station. And this baby just didn't make a sound between last night and now.
Well, so what leads him to that is he's listening to the playback of the tape of the recording of the girl calling in.
And he boosts it and he hears
like a bus announcement in the background on the tape.
The announcer wasn't there.
It was
on break.
Oh my God, you're right.
Was that automated?
Maybe it might have been automated.
It was automated, maybe, but it sounded just like a guy, but there was no one there because they left the sign saying back in 20. So who did the announcement?
And who were they announcing to?
I don't know. Unless it was automated. But I don't know if that was the thing back then. Anyway.
I'm getting
So yeah,
sick of this.
he goes there and yeah, that baby just didn't make a sound the whole night.
Yeah, in the cabinet. Oh, and the blood wasn't cleaned up
No
either.
one cleaned the blood. No one noticed the blood.
Yeah, how did no one notice that? Maybe it was the storm. Maybe no one was at the bus station. But
Yeah.
there were people there, I'm pretty sure, while he was there. Who
So
knows?
yeah, he finds the baby and he's like, all right, I guess I'll take you, baby.
If you found a baby in a bathroom at a bus station, Tony, would you take it home?
Nah, I'd leave it.
Good.
Not my baby.
Good. Hashtag not my baby.
I'd find like a cup with like some water for it. I'd leave it some water. Maybe
Yeah.
some hay.
Yeah, definitely.
Water,
There's a
something.
haymaker previously. We know how to work those now, so we can absolutely make it a little bed.
And then I walk away.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I wouldn't tell anyone because I don't want them to wake the baby.
No, that's true. Yeah.
So Loomis goes to see the body of Jamie, and they see the big thorn symbol burnt into the stacks of hay.
Yeah.
Did Michael stack that hay himself with the haymaker? We don't know. I think they said originally it was supposed to be like a crop circle. It was going to be a big thorn symbol with a crop circle.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know why he left the burn.
Yeah, I don't know why. either.
But also, like, the crop circle also seems a little egregious. Like, why do that at all? Doesn't make any sense.
No, some culty stuff that we don't really know. We don't know the backstory.
But then Loomis goes, that's his mark. I'm like, so that symbol was on it? Because we never saw it before Halloween 5.
That's right.
Yeah, he just goes, that's his mark. And then like, everything, by the way, everything is quick. Like 5 seconds of a scene, next thing. Short scene, next thing. They're just moving. There's no time to breathe in this movie. Kara drops her book and sees a creepy drawing her kid made.
Yeah.
Of a big, it's all the family members dead and a big black shadowy figure that says Thorn on it.
Yep.
She goes, Thorn. And I assume here is where they would have had the scene of her at the library looking up Thorn stuff that they just went, no time, don't film it.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Because it would give her a reason to kind of buy into what Tommy is saying instead of just going, you're insane, get away from my child.
Yep.
If she like researched it a little bit beforehand. But they were like, we got to cut the some Michael scenes. Goodbye. Get out of here, lady.
Interesting.
So Tommy brings the baby to a hospital and just yells at the lady for no reason. I need a doctor. What's the emergency? I need a doctor. It's like, you're at a hospital, buddy. Just, you got to wait.
Yeah. He's so hunched over too. And
he goes, there's been an accident. Like, there has been?
You guys look fine.
Yeah, it's like, can he just be a little patient, buddy? And then he sees Loomis, who is at the hospital.
Conveniently. Well, he's just hanging out, I guess.
It's just, he's just there. He's just at a hospital.
Uh-huh.
I know you were saying, like, what about Jamie? I'm like, well, they would have taken her to like a morgue or something, right?
Yeah, she was dead. Very, very dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you could survive that, to be honest.
No, I've been around many haymakers before.
Yes.
You're not surviving that.
Loomis is just sitting there staring into space, as he often does, I guess. And Tommy's like, I'm Tommy Doyle. Remember me? And Loomis is like, yeah, I think I saw you for 5 seconds running out of a house.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe they talked a little bit after that. I don't know. But he gets updated on the baby. He's like, I don't think Jamie is the last. This baby might be it. And then he goes, oh, by the way, Strodes are now living in the Myers house. And then he says, meet me at the campus rally tonight. It's like, well, why don't you just leave with him now?
Yeah, I know.
Why don't you tell him to meet you now?
That, now seems like a good time. I'm not sure why they had to drag that out.
Is there a reason he can't talk to him now? Is there maybe someone in the hospital who's on critical condition that Loomis wants to stay and observe? Obviously not.
No, not
because Jamie died with the haymaker.
Exactly. She got killed. She's not alive.
Yeah. So we cut back to the Myers house, and Deborah's putting an axe in a box, which I always love those setups. with the weapon, and then
Well,
it
that's why he
disappears.
chopped the sign down with the
Yeah,
axe, so it
yeah.
was there for later.
So she's putting the axe in the box. She goes downstairs. There's a broken washer. Her fuse box is all messed up. I do like these scenes. They're very suspenseful. We
Yes.
don't really get too much of that. Hold on.
Bless you.
So anyway, as I was saying, I didn't sneeze.
No, not
I'm
at
good. She's dealing with. Oh, I like the suspense in the scene because we don't get a lot of it in the movie.
It is a rare standout scene in this
Yeah.
movie. This whole sequence is really
Because the
enjoyable.
stalking scenes are kind of what made those movies popular.
That's why it was
not
so
so
good.
much the gore and stabbing and whatnot.
Exactly.
Which again, 12-year-old Tony was like, cool.
Yeah, rock.
I
and
probably got to
roll.
this scene. I went, boring. Why is no one skateboarding and drinking a Surge? 90s. She's getting really, really nervous. And then Loomis just happens to be there.
Mrs. Strode.
Shows up right inside.
Yes. He left the hospital to go across the street from Tommy's house. Why didn't Tommy say, meet me at my house? I live across the street from the Myers house.
That just makes too much sense. He could have just made a pit stop. We would have had this whole thing taken care of.
He could have updated him there. Could have told him his plan and everything. Instead, Loomis breaks into the lady's house and then goes, Michael killed his family here. You're all gonna die.
Hatred is stored in here.
He's gonna hate you for even being here. You need to get out.
And she believes it.
Yes.
She buys it.
Yes. Tommy, who again is across the street, could probably see Dr. Loomis walking.
I literally, he's probably spying on them right now.
Yeah, yeah. He's always watching the house, I guess, except for right now. He's got the baby. He decides to call it Steven, like Paul Steven Rudd. Yeah, and I guess they just have no idea that they're in proximity to each other, so the plot can happen.
Yeah,
Whereas they could have like linked up, talked about the baby, got it somewhere safe, figured out how to stop Michael.
Could have
The
stopped this
thing.
whole thing.
And that we do get a setup here that there's two vans that look similar.
Yep.
So we see a van from earlier, but then that's Barry Sims' van.
Yes.
And then it drives past another van. The man in black is in this scene, right?
Yeah, I believe he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
With like a mask on, like a
Yep.
black mask on. So the man in black is then standing next to the other van, which is almost identical. And Danny sees it, and then he bumps into Tommy, who doesn't have the baby on him.
And he just stares at Tommy.
It's supposed to be
The reference from
Yeah.
From
the first one.
Yeah.
Although Tommy isn't the one who bumped into Michael, it was the bully, Lonnie.
That's what I thought
yeah,
too.
it was Lonnie. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of shot references
Yes.
in this movie to the
Yes.
original.
So yeah, he's like, sorry about your pumpkin, kid. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, where's the baby?
At home with the deaf lady? I don't know.
So then we get to see Michael is stalking Deborah. And she calls John, who's at work, getting drunk. So, JoeyC, as I drink this tea that's always been here and didn't just materialize, let's talk about this next scene, shall we?
Beautiful. We shall enjoy that tea.
Ah, yum. It's been here the whole time.
And it's still piping hot.
I haven't recorded for almost a week or two straight, and I'm not losing my voice. I'm fine. Fine.
He's good, folks. He's good. He's just liquefying his throat, which you had to do the last live episode for Twisted Metal.
It's only gotten worse since.
Yeah, good.
Anyway. Oh my God, I feel so much better. I also downed a popsicle too.
While you were up
Yeah. I just shoved a popsicle down there to cool my throat, and now I'm warming it. Okay.
Don't ever repeat that. Dude, I went upstairs and shoved a popsicle down my throat.
Michael is still stalking Deborah, and she calls John, who's at work getting drunk. That's what
Yes.
we were just about to talk about.
Of course, naturally.
She yells at him. She's like, your brother couldn't sell this house because it's the Myers house. And you knew and didn't tell us. I'm like, how is he ever going to keep this a secret? The whole town knows.
Yeah,
Those kids-
literally. I'm not sure how they didn't find out about that.
How didn't they already know?
And why couldn't they find
I guess
another
they were
house?
from. There's a line in the producer's cut that lets you know that they were living in Chicago.
Okay, yeah, that is true. That is
Yes.
correct.
And then they like moved into this house recently. Yeah, but it's just like those kids were defacing it. No one went, why are they putting Michael Myers on our house?
That's a good point. And the dad is a real estate agent as well. So
Yeah.
they could have just picked any other house
Yeah.
if he knew, which he did. We
Yeah.
do find out he did know.
But he's yelling at her. It's like, stop letting people in our house.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah. She's like, we're leaving and I want you to come. I'm like, lady, this is your out. Get rid of this fucking
Yeah,
guy.
literally.
But no, they hang up and the axe is missing. I did like, again, call back to the first one where she's walking back and forth. When she comes back, Michael's in the
Oh, yep.
background. Much like when Annie is calling and you see his face in the background.
Yep.
And then I guess the man in black is down the street in the van.
Yep.
They decide it'd be fun to call her.
Yeah.
And he just goes, we want the
Perfect timing.
child. And she's like, ah! And then she runs away. She's running through the sheets that she hung up because the washer broke and the dryer broke.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes sense. And she forgets that she owns a fence
Yes.
in the backyard.
Yes.
But I
she
guess
does.
that makes sense if she just moved in. Maybe she's not
Yes.
familiar with the layout.
Yeah, of course. Of
know?
course. So yeah, she's running through the sheets. And I do kind of like this scene where she's running through and then she pulls the last one down. It's Michael with the axe.
Yeah.
And just cuts of the blood on the thing.
Boom.
It's cool. They put Michael Myers in one of those Call of Duty games like years ago.
Yeah, they did.
And I think he had an axe.
He did have an axe.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wouldn't know these things. Video games are for children.
No, of course.
Watch our Twisted Metal Season 2 review. Kara returns home, and in the hallway, did you notice she walked past a hat and coat that looks like the Man in Black's?
No, I totally missed that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So there's the coat and a hat, and it kind of looks like the Man in Black. Apparently, that was going to be like in the previous scene where he has the nightmare or like the next day. It was supposed to be like he was seeing that coat and hat, and that's why he was envisioning the Man in Black. Or maybe he was just like, oh, I'm not seeing that. It's this. So that was like for a leftover idea that never got filmed.
Oh, okay.
Because it probably involved Kara and Danny, and they went, cut all the ladies
Yeah,
scenes.
nah, get that
Because
out
it always
here.
bothered me. Like, why do they have that just awkwardly placed in the hallway? And the writer said, like, yeah, it was supposed to be part of like another thing that just never got shot.
Yeah, I totally missed that.
Yeah, so she's walking down the hallway there, and she walks in and she finds Tommy with Danny and the baby. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Get out of here.
Yeah, seriously, there's a man in my child's bedroom.
He brings her to his place, and he lets her know about the runes and the curse of Michael Myers.
He said the thing.
Yeah, and so yeah, he's given like a backstory, but I'm looking at the rest of Tommy's room. Did you investigate?
Dude,
his
I was
room?
looking at it a little bit. It is wild.
Can we get a JoeyC green screened into Paul Rudd's room video?
Play it?
Because we have some here. So obviously he has Michael Myers stuff.
Yep.
But in addition to that, he has a fridge magnet that says "Die Yuppie Scum."
Yep.
He's a proud NRA member.
Yeah.
It has a banner that says "I'm NRA and I vote." Next to it looks like an AK-47, but I don't think it is an AK-47.
I just assumed it was like an assault rifle of sorts.
Yes,
Yeah.
he has a machine gun up there, which probably would be convenient for the third act of the film.
That would have solved all the
This
problems.
is like Chekhov's
right
gun. Like, you have to use it. You can't just show me that. Yeah, and then he also has a big giant sombrero, which I also think he should have worn at the end of the film. And a picture of Divine on his fridge.
Yes, yes.
So Danny sees Michael outside. Even though Tommy said, "Hey, you have to like look out there, watch your house."
Yep.
He's like, "Mommy," and she's like, "No, shut up, Danny."
Yeah.
It's like,
Pisses me
probably
off every
look
time
at
I
what
see
he's-
it.
Yeah, he's probably looking at what he's looking at.
I know you're in a situation right now. Perhaps you should investigate.
Which
a
again,
little bit.
this feels like Lori and Tommy.
Yep.
In the first one, where she's like ignoring Tommy. Kara calms the baby down, and then Tommy does his lecture about Thorn, and he's like, something controls Michael, and then we see that Michael only attacks when the Thorn constellation is complete, which is
Get a
Yeah. Oh, we're talking about evil curses and constellations.
Yeah.
Evil demons and constellations, and Space Cat shows herself. Yeah. Come on, we're over here.
G'day.
We're over here.
Hey, G'day. I see you.
She's not.
She's so unamusing.
She knows I'll pick her up if she gets too close. Space Cat.
G'day.
Hey.
Don't you dare throw up on that couch again.
I will. Many months ago, I had a lady over.
Yeah.
It wasn't going well, and what didn't help was my Space Cat walking in the room and just throwing up.
It was an omen for the rest.
It really was. Really was. It really was. May have gotten drunk and yelled at a lady. I don't know. Space Cat really set the mood for that night. Anyway. Where are we at in this movie? Sorry. Constellation.
Yes.
Constellation. So yeah, I guess this constellation only forms in 1963, 1978, but then 1988 and 1989. And now 1996. Like, how does that happen?
Astrology stuff. We don't really know.
And then Loomis gets confirmation from the doctor who did an autopsy on Jamie that she had placenta, so she gave birth recently. And Wynn's like, where's the baby? And Loomis is like, I think I know, even though Tommy kind of told him.
Yep.
And then he went next door to Tommy's house and could have just...
Oh, so now he knows.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to head to the rally to meet Tommy.
Yes.
And try to see if it's confirmed. Then Mrs. Blankenship tells Danny the history of Halloween. And Danny asks some questions and she responds. So I was like, she can hear?
Foreshadowing.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say that whole deaf thing was bullshit. So then Kara gets Danny away, and then she says that she babysat little Mikey Myers that night. No.
That's true.
His sister babysat him. It wasn't her.
Continuity.
Although she could be lying, knowing what we know about her.
Yeah, that is true. That does kind of track with her personality, so perhaps that's the case.
But now she's like, Danny hears the voice. Michael heard the voice too. It told him to kill his family. And then if you notice, Michael's in the background.
Yes, he is in the background. Yep.
Just creepishly outside the window.
Super creepy.
Barry shows up at the campus rally as the man in black, but then he's dressed as a streaker. Like, it's cool. Poor Barry. I wish he would have lived.
Yeah, no. Awesome.
And then everyone celebrates that he's there. Tim and Beth are Frankenstein's monster and the Bride of Frankenstein. John comes home drunk, and the power goes out. He's like, well, I better check that power. And then he gets impaled on an electrical box.
And boy, does he get electrocuted.
He gets electrocuted. He turns into a dummy who looks like Newt Gingrich for a minute. Like, for whatever reason, the animatronic, like the dummy looks like Newt Gingrich. I do like when it cuts the outside of the house and the lights are going
Yeah,
on.
that is pretty cool.
And his head blows up.
Yep.
That was a reshoot.
Yep.
That was an added shoot.
Yep.
If you were wondering what was added to the movie, the head blowing up was 100% added to the
Almost
movie.
all of that whole kill, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Again, young Tony, I'm like, awesome.
I was like, this is rock and roll.
Yeah. Gonna draw the thorn symbol of it. So we cut back to the rally, and Beth is trying to talk about how the town needs to move on and everything. And then Barry's like, whoa, did she get this riled up in bed? And then he goes, I bet you wear crotchless panties and bark like a dog.
Definitely Howard Stern. Yeah. Whew.
I never had a girl who wore crotchless panties and barked like a dog.
Oh, no, neither have I.
I had a girl bark like a dog and another girl wore crotchless panties, but never at
together.
the same time.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And I had a three-way with both of them.
No, that's
but
what
they
I
were
figured.
Yeah, because I'm manly.
Yeah, of course.
And this was like last week, every night last week.
Oh,
actually.
that's interesting. Yeah. That's why the bedroom was so destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Because you saw my bedroom today.
Well, I was up there because I had to.
Because I was showing you my skills.
No, exactly.
So you were taking notes. We're cool. We're cool guys.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Girls like us.
That's true. Good. Lots of girls. Big girls. Not big girls. But a big group of girls. Yeah.
Big girls. We had to join Chick Masterson's secret club.
Yes.
Okay, so Beth mentions that Tim lives in the Myers house, and he had no idea he lived in the Myers house. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, come on now.
Beth never brought it up?
Yeah.
She's all about this, and she didn't let you know? So Barry's like, all right, we're going to go to the Myers house then. That's going to be
We're
awesome.
gonna do a live show in the Myers house.
Yeah. And then Barry's calling, yelling at his agent. He's like, all right, we're going to try and spice things up here, but fuck you for sending me here. He gets in the wrong van.
Yeah.
He gets in the van by the cold, and Michael Myers, who I guess left the house to go to the campus to kill Barry.
I'm assuming that's why he was there.
No, he was actually just hanging out in the van. I think Barry just wandered into the van, and Michael went, who the fuck is this guy?
No, I think that's true. That is true.
Well, they said the house is only half a mile away. Maybe Michael had a snack in the van.
Oh.
He's like, you know what? I'm going to go get a snack.
Before I continue.
Yeah, it's like that head blowing up. Maybe. I got it. The head blowing up put too much blood and viscera on his mask.
Oh.
And he's like, I got to go to the van and get my second mask.
Yeah, I need
a clean mask. I can't walk around with guts all over my face. It's not going to look scary.
That's exactly what happened.
I'm sure there was a scene. Daniel Ferrens, let us know. Was there a scene where Michael goes, actually, can you grab me my Michael Myers mask there? Don't worry about it. He blows up the head. Blood gets everywhere. And Michael goes, and then he walked down the street, got in the van, took it off, put another one on, checked the mirror, and went like this. And then Barry got in the van, and he went.
Perfect. That's exactly what happened. And he goes, God. Yeah, that's exactly it.
You know what's good for podcasts? You know what the audio listeners probably love, JoeyC? Prop comedy that they can't see. I bet you they love it. I bet you they're in their car right now going, what is he doing?
Dude, there was like 30 seconds of silence and they're like, what
is Joey laughing at? Oh, you're going to have to watch the YouTube version. Okay, sorry. Okay, so he killed Barry, and then he strung him up in a tree, but like there's hundreds of people around there, and there's lights everywhere.
Yeah, he just strung him up with like Christmas lights.
Yeah,
in a
that's
tree.
the weird thing. So he put this body with lights, and then he hung it up on a tree, surrounded by everybody. Like, how did that happen? How did he get away with that? But there's a little girl going, "Mommy, it's raining red. It's warm." And then Barry falls, and everyone freaks out. This is not helping Beth's let's bring Halloween back.
No.
Michael Myers is dead plan.
No.
But she isn't there to witness any of this because she went to the Myers house with Tim. And he lets her know about, she lets him know about all the murders that happened. And then they have sex on Kara's bed. And she goes, your sister would kill us if she knew we did it in her bed. And he goes, it's your idea. And I was like, does Tim not have his own bedroom?
I was going to say, his bedroom is probably 5 feet that way.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like I don't know. Maybe the girl liked it. I don't know.
Hey, remember when I wonder if there was more Thorne research cut out, because Kara was told to just look across the street, and she didn't see all the electricity going on and off or hear an explosion, and she didn't see all of those candles being lit and them porking in her room.
Interesting. Yeah.
What is she doing there? I know she has the baby, but isn't she supposed to be in front of the window watching?
Yeah, that is a good point. What was she doing?
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
What I do know is that Michael Myers hands Tim a towel. Really nice.
In the shower. That's a great fucking gag.
They did that in Justice League. Batman hands Amanda Waller a towel while she's showering. Tim dies.
Yep.
I guess they didn't know how to spice up this kill, because he just gets his throat slashed in a foggy like mirror.
Yeah, it doesn't even. And he's like rubbing the mirror to get the fog off.
Yeah,
Doesn't fucking
and it's
work
just
at
like,
all.
do you think they tried to make him blow up there too?
They probably did. That's probably exactly what they had in mind for that.
So then Kara calls the house, and Beth answers. You notice any problem with the scene? Because the writer pointed out the problem with the scene. He called out his own issue. The power's out.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
For you younger kids, she's using a landline.
Ah.
Now, I know it looks like a cordless phone. You're going to think that's a big cell phone. Barry had a cell phone.
Yes, Barry did have a cell phone.
But this is not a cell phone. This is a cordless telephone.
Yes.
Yes. That doesn't work. And the writer does say, he's like, my only problem with the scene is that the phone shouldn't work. And
Wow,
the actress is like,
that's
I
so
never
funny.
noticed that. Because the power
is so funny.
It's not even like Michael turned some of the power out. No, the electrical box blew up.
No, yeah, he killed fucking old Biff Tannen on it, dude. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
So yeah, Kara's like, you gotta get out of there. She's watching through the telescope, and then Michael Myers comes in and then stabs her, and then we get that sound
Great.
with the flashes and the choppy slow-mo.
Yep.
It's so fucking
It's
90s.
so ridiculous, dude.
But then she sees Danny going to the Myers house because he heard the voice. And Kara chases him. She goes in there, much like Laurie. She finds all the dead bodies everywhere.
Yep.
Like she finds them in her bed.
In
She
her
finds her
bed,
mom
yeah.
coming out of the attic. Luckily, she didn't go downstairs to find her dad's head everywhere.
Yep.
I do like that Michael pulls the axe out of her mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
It's
funny.
a great touch.
She knocks him down the stairs with a fire poker. He like wakes up for like a second when she's trying to get out of there, and then they run across the street, and we get another similar scene to Laurie,
Yep.
but with rock and roll guitar
rock
music.
and roll.
I'm gonna add this music into the original scene and see how it sounds.
Ooh, yeah.
Everyone is together in one room. Tommy, Loomis, all of them. And Tommy says, like, where'd the baby go? You had to have told someone. And Loomis is like, I only told, oh no. It's Terrence Wynn. He's the man in black.
What a twist.
What a twist. He's like, yes, I am the man in black, and Danny's going to hang out with me. There's a bunch of cult members chasing them throughout the house. Mrs. Blankenship is one of them.
Yep, she is.
And then Carrot jumps out a window. What was her plan when she...
To fall 2 stories right on her face in the grass
Yeah,
and not get hurt,
Yeah.
clearly. It would have broke every bone in her body.
yeah.
Huh.
It was funny on the commentary. The actress said that her mom called her. And she's like, my favorite thing that you did was jump out that window. And she had to be like, well, that was my stunt, lady. So I'm glad your favorite part of my performance was someone else playing. So Tommy and Loomis wake up because they were drugged. And the cult left them alive because, oh,
Yeah, who knows?
this is his game. And I know where he wants to play it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
I feel like keeping you alive is a liability.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
In both versions, I know the next version there's sort of a reason to keep Loomis alive. Not Tommy.
No, not Tommy at all.
Yeah. So yeah, Kara wakes up in the asylum and she hears screaming. Loomis ignores something Tommy's gonna say on their way to Wynn's office. He's like, I gotta do this. He's like, hey, you wait here. I got some shit to do. And we see Tommy holding a little baggie. We don't know what that baggie is. Nope. But he's got it. He seems really
Boy, he
into
has
it. This will never get investigated.
No, never.
But it will never get explained. And then he investigates the scream, the same scream that he heard earlier. Wynn is in the office in his regular outfit. And he wants Loomis to join him. And Loomis is like, you're a madman. I'll never join you. And then a cult member bonks him on the head.
Yep. Just like that.
Bonk. Tommy breaks into a maximum security wing. I like he just opens the door and goes, maximum security. And he finds a crazy lady who was stabbed by Michael, I guess.
But somehow still happy to pass on the message.
He's
very angry.
Yes, of something.
Yeah, whatever that is.
So Michael killed her. And now he's going to kill Kara and Tommy, even
Yeah.
though
Mm-hmm.
the cult wanted them there.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So Tommy's able to break the door. I do like when Michael comes out of the shadows. and
Yeah,
looks at him.
she's really cool.
At this point, he's played by a different actor, Michael.
Yes.
You can
they-
tell he's
they-
like noticeably slimmer.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I think they wanted someone slimmer, which is, that's wild.
Which is funny because according to the commentary coming up, the one scene with the doctors, George Wilbur is one of the doctors.
Yeah,
in it.
he is. Yeah.
And it's like, why did you?
Smashed.
Why not just keep the guy who's been playing him the whole time?
Seems like an unnecessary change,
Yeah.
but you know.
So yeah, he gets Kara out. He like breaks the door down. He shoots Michael with something.
It's, I don't know, some Freddy versus Jason bullshit
Yeah.
of chemicals.
Oh no, that's later. That's later. This is like he's got like a gun that shoots him when he's through the bars.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I just assume it was like a riot gear.
Yeah,
sort
that's
of
what it
thing.
looked like. So he shoots him. Basement full of pipes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought he would just go back the way he came. I guess they're looking for Danny, but they're in a basement full of pipes, which leads them to another hospital room where the cult is gonna experiment on the baby. And then Dr. Wynn tells the guy to take the cult robe off because Halloween's over. And it's like, are they not a cult? And they're there with like shady looking corporate government people.
I
Now,
just assumed.
Here's something I never thought of before until I
Yeah.
listened to the commentary. You know what was really big in the 90s?
Ooh.
The X-Files.
Ah.
I'm starting to feel like a lot of the shit we're about to see
Uh-huh.
was very X-Files
Yeah.
influence. Like they're going to experiment on this evil born baby that might not be fully human,
Well, I just assumed that they were doing that to see if they could recreate Michael Myers.
especially with the next scene that's
Right,
coming
yeah,
up.
exactly.
Yeah. So Michael, who's been on board with the cult the whole time, decides, I'm going to kill everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In a interesting fashion.
Yeah. Picks up a big knife.
Mm-hmm.
And then he hits a strobe light.
Yep.
He hits a strobe light.
Yep.
And he kills everyone. I think Dr. Wing gets killed.
Well, you would think, how could you not tell? You can't
'Cause everything
see
was
shit.
Yeah. You can't see anything. You see him back up at some point. He's in red, but then I
Yeah.
don't know if we ever see him actually get killed.
I think it's just assumed that everybody in that
Yeah.
room is dead.
Except for the one guy who runs out, who is
Yeah,
the,
that's true.
who is the stuntman's dad.
Yes.
Because I think they were both stunt
I
guys.
did read that.
So they're running through the hallway again. They lock the door, and I like that Michael shoves the guy's head through the freaking bars, and it slices it into three. And if you see when the door falls, a piece of his head falls on top of it.
Ew. I'm surprised they didn't show that more.
Yeah. And then they run into a room full of fetuses with DNA readouts and thorn symbols on them.
Yep.
Fetuses in aquariums in like a little big room, or a big room. And then the writer didn't write this.
Right.
He did not write a lot of this. He's the credited writer, but who knows who the hell wrote this. He said he tried to ask what the hell was going on. And also no one knew what was going on. And they would just say it's science meets superstition. And then they wouldn't elaborate.
Oh.
But I think you're right. I think they're trying to imply that the Thorn cult was trying to clone Michael Myers.
Yes. Well, I think they were also using that as a subtle explanation of where the baby came from,
Yes. That too.
which will be explained.
But then it's like this weird thing. It's like, so is it a magic cult thing, or is it science, or is science manipulating the magic cult stuff? Were they just pretending to be a cult to harness this power? And did Michael figure it out, and that's why he's killing them, because they're not really cult members? This would be interesting if it was well written and explained, but this is what happens when you rewrite your movie.
It makes no goddamn sense at all.
Not like the next version is going to make much more sense.
Nope.
So yeah, he chases them in there. They trick him and they hit him with syringes full of green. Who knows what the hell's in them? And he fights Kara and Tommy for a bit, and they take turns slapping him with a pipe.
Beat the shit out of him.
So Kara and Danny get out of there with the baby. Loomis, they remember Loomis is in the movie. He shoots the lock to help them, and Tommy stays behind to beat up Michael.
Oh my God.
And he can't just, every time he hits him with the pipe, it has to be a flash of something.
Yep.
And I think because they hit him with the chemicals, that's why it's easy to beat Michael now. And I like that he's about to stop, and then he comes back and he beats him again, and it's super music video flashing. It'll cut to like the mask oozing green juice. So, like,
Yep.
Is that the green juice they put in him? But then,
Just a separate green. That's what his blood is now.
yeah.
It's all green.
It was so weird. It's like, okay, well, you just hit him with a pipe a lot. Did you kill him? Because earlier he's like, that can't kill Michael. It's like, I don't think a pipe can kill Michael. You should like cut his head off or something.
Yeah, literally. No, exactly. You should absolutely cut his head
Throw
off.
him in a big grinder like Halloween Ends. Do something.
You could pull out the haymaker again.
Pull out the haymaker.
Yeah.
So they escape, and then they tell Loomis to come with them. Where? I don't fucking know. And he goes, I have some business to attend to here. And then he walks in, and we see Michael's mask on the ground and Loomis screaming.
Yeah.
In memory of Donald Pleasance.
Yep. Rest in peace.
So that was the theatrical cut. It's a bit of a mess.
Yep, a bit.
But this is what they thought would be the best for public audiences.
Interesting.
And unfortunately, they couldn't do any extra scenes with Dr. Loomis because Donald Pleasance died before they could do any reshoots.
Yeah, way before, I think.
Yeah, he went in for like a heart thing, and I think there was a complication with like a heart surgery or
Really?
something. Yeah.
Wow.
Also, he was old, but
Yeah, he's very old. He was like 80.
yeah. So unfortunately, they were not able to get Donald Pleasance back. So that was the hard part when they had to rewrite the movie, and then they don't have one of the main guys.
Oh, yeah.
Although the producers wanted to limit him anyway. So now it's just, out of all the movies, like Dr. Loomis in this, just kind of there.
Yeah.
But now let's talk about the producer's cut. Which again, you never saw.
I never even heard of until
Yep.
2 weeks ago.
I used to be on the Halloween forums. I used to hunt down clips of these scenes on the internet that were like horrible quality because they were VHS transferred to the internet in 2002. So they looked really bad. I'm like, man, I want to see the producer's cut one day. It'll probably work a lot better.
Yeah.
And again, you were able to find bootleg tapes and stuff, but like Shout Factory with this, they did it a few years earlier. This is the new 4K release.
Is this included in that?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay,
but
wow.
they released it earlier. Like I want to say 2014. They put out the producer's cut officially.
Okay. And was that the first time you saw it?
In completion?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. At least in high definition.
Yeah, right.
And so let's see what's different in this version. So the beginning, different music and less frantic editing. Actually, there's no crazy music video style flashing editing. It's a little bit more calmer.
Yep.
When they're bringing Jamie through the corridor and everything, it's a little creepier. It's building like atmosphere and mood. It's not just
Yeah, that's right.
wah, wah, wah.
New font too.
Yeah, new font. It's I think it's this.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Ow. Didn't hurt too much, but
It
still.
didn't sound good.
It's not like that one time where I slammed it. Slightly different narration. But this time it's Dr. Loomis doing the narration.
He needed to wipe out his entire family.
Then we get the flashback after the birthing scene where they show the man in black having cowboy spurs.
Yeah.
Because he had them in 5.
Yeah, he did have him in 5.
And I guess when they originally shot it, like we have to show that it's the same guy, but then someone must have been like, what the fuck are the spurs?
Yeah, who knows?
So Halloween, like the theatrical cut makes sure to cut around all the spurs.
This one shows it.
This one shows it. So he takes the baby. We get a flashback to what happened at the end of 5.
Yep.
With a new scene where they shove Michael into a van.
Yes.
The cult members are just loading him into the van. And then they kidnap Jamie.
You forgot a very important one. Is Paul Stephen Rudd is no longer Stephen.
It's just Paul Rudd
It's
in
just
that?
Paul Rudd. He came to his senses, finally. No middle initials here, man.
I do like when he first chases Jamie. There's a shot of like Michael's shadow opening up like a door and going in. There's some POV shots too.
Are. Yep.
The pacing is a lot better in
Yeah.
this. It's slower in like a good way that builds suspense. It's not just flash, 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 cut to the next kill, flash, flash. It takes its time. It takes its time. And in this scene, when he snaps the trucker's neck, it's just a neck snap.
Just a simple kill.
It's also still stupid,
Yeah,
but it's not like it's much better.
No.
Like, why was that guy even out there? But it's not like gratuitous. Just
Well, it doesn't show the spine, the blood, nothing. Literally just the spin of the neck.
okay. And then it kind of plays out the same again, just with a different score.
Yeah.
I do really like Alan Howarth's score for this.
Yeah.
Although
Well, this is they use the original music. That's not the heavy metal or the rock and
Yes. I
roll
mean, it's a
version.
new composition, but yeah, it's
Same
more like
classic
the
stuff.
original one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of haunting score later on that sounds similar to another movie, but I'll get to that part. So then when we cut to Danny's house, like Kara's house, we hear the spurs of the Man in Black.
Yeah.
While the camera goes up to the door. I'm like, okay, that's connecting this whole like mystery element to that. And I really like the moment we get with Kara and Danny where she's being a mom.
Yeah.
Where it's not just like, shut up, Danny, go to sleep.
Yeah.
She does like a whole thing, like, get away, ghouls. She's like trying to like,
You know the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's like a nice moment,
Yeah.
mother-son moment to help build their characters a little bit more. Not that there's any fixing it. Because
No.
again, they cut out all of her stuff in the script, so none of her big stuff got shot. So we get some slightly different calls into the radio. I didn't really make a note of like how different they were. Were you able to remember any of them?
No.
I just know some of them were a little
Yeah,
different.
they were a bit different.
Yeah. And then Loomis mentions his plastic surgery.
Yep, finally. We finally got an explanation.
He's like, I got plastic surgeries and skin grafts. Cost a fortune, but at least I don't frighten people anymore.
Classic.
And then here he mentions like why he retired. He's like, I had a stroke.
Yep.
And he's like, they had to put a gun to my head to get me to retire. And Wynn is just like, Wynn mentions in this one, I don't think he mentions the other version, that he's going to retire.
No, he doesn't mention it in the
As the
theatrical
head of
version.
Smith's Grove, and he wants Loomis to replace him.
Yeah,
Like,
which is weird because Loomis is older.
Loomis
right?
is older, doesn't want to do it, and he looks like he's been through a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I don't want him to replace me. And there's just like a few extra scenes with them. Loomis begs Wynn in this version to like help him find Michael.
Yeah.
And they have a shot of him pulling out the gun. Yeah, the producer, like, I guess the Weinstein, because the producers, I think this is like the Akkads who did this version, but like the Weinsteins were just like, get the fuck rid of Loomis.
Yeah,
He's
seriously.
old and boring. So Jamie, when she gets to the farm, no haymaker.
No haymaker.
No haymaker. She just gets stabbed by Michael, who then just leaves her alive.
Yeah, she just gets stabbed off screen and then falls over, and then she said, like, oh, you can't have the baby, Michael.
He can't have the baby. I don't know if this is like he can only kill her on Halloween, so he just stabbed her. Because I think he needs to kill his family on Halloween.
Oh, that may be true.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. I'm not sure. But he leaves her and then, looks for the baby. Baby's not there. So then later on, we're back at the hospital, and Wynn finds out that Jamie is in another hospital. And he tells his secretary, who there's like more of a scene where the secretary knows who Loomis is.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's an honor to meet you. And she's like, they found the body. She's in critical condition. And he goes, lock down the hospital. And I'm like, what? Okay. But he mentions to Loomis, he's like, I'm going to bring him back alive. I want him to come back here alive. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think the insanity plea is going to really work on this.
No,
on
not
him
at
this
all,
time.
dude.
Okay, so there's an extended scene of Tim talking to his friend on the phone while he's making the little shake for Danny, and he's using like all the 90s slang. He's like,
Yeah.
what up, Jake?
What
It's
up,
weird
G?
because he's dressed like a grunge guy, but he's using all hip hop
Yeah.
logo. He's my homeboy from Detroit or from Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
Yo, G, what's up? Barry's my homeboy from Chicago. Look, you just bring the posse tonight, and we'll hook you up.
Hit me, G.
And then Danny's like, sup, G? And I'm like, you guys are confusing me. I'm confused about what you're trying to do here.
Polar opposites.
But yeah, he's ultimate 90s guy. This time, when Danny pulls the knife on his grandfather, he hears the voice and he sees
And he
Michael
sees him.
outside.
Yep, that's right.
And that's kind of like the evil trying to possess him.
Yeah. Also, in that scene, we see that Deborah slides her money. That you don't. That shot is taken out of the theatrical version.
I thought it wasn't.
Because remember, the dad is like, just give her all our money.
Yeah.
And throws the money. In the theatrical version, you don't see the shot of the money being passed.
Do they not do a close up?
They literally, it just shows like the mom going like this.
Okay.
It doesn't actually show that it's money. So in the original, you're like, why the fuck's the dad freaking out?
I'll have to compare them.
It's wild, dude. It's really wild.
Let me know if I'm remembering this right. Does he say that she's not my little girl anymore when he's looking out the window?
Yeah. Yes.
She's not my daughter anymore.
That does ring a bell.
Okay.
So
let's talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. We're not up to the one particular scene, but one of the criticisms of this version of the movie is that it's implied that Michael impregnated Jamie.
Yeah.
Which the writer swears was not his intention. The way it's filmed kind of suggests
Oh,
it.
100%.
And we'll talk about it when we get to that scene.
Yeah.
But like he swears that it wasn't doing an incest thing, and I'll give you his explanation. Problem is, there's this thing with the dad where he gets a little creepy with the she's not my little girl anymore. And then they mention that she wasn't around in 5 years and she came back with a kid. Assuming that it makes it sound like the kid wasn't around before the 5 years and she came back, and people have kind of pieced together, depending on the kid. I don't know what the kid's age is supposed to be, but some people were like, oh, is the dad Danny's dad? Is there like a creepy thing happening here? It's uncomfortable, and you guys might think I've been reading into it. We'll get to another scene that kind of backs up what I'm trying to say here.
Yep.
That's why the writer is so adamant that Michael is not the literal father and everything. But I'm like, yeah, but I'm picking up on what you're dropping here, and I'm starting to think that maybe you're full of shit. Oh, there's no dumb jump scare when Tim hugs Beth.
Thank God.
It's just a hug.
Yeah, just simple shots. None of that bullshit.
When we came in today and I gave you a hug, I meant handshake.
Handshake, manly handshake. That's right.
He didn't hug.
No,
that'd be gay.
Yeah.
But if we did hug, it would have been weird if there was just a sound while it was happening.
We would have been spooked.
Yes.
You know?
Instead, we did a handshake, and like cheerleaders were behind us, telling us how cool we were.
Exactly.
They just always swing by my house.
No,
to
I
look
figured
at cool
there was
stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah, there was a lot of women around here when I first showed up.
So Loomis finds Jamie's body, and I like that the local police are like, "Get out, get out now! Every time you're here, everything gets fucked. Please leave." And he's like, "You're all gonna die." And the sheriff should be like, "Yeah, probably."
Yeah,
that's kind of it happened
twice before.
It happened back to back.
Yeah.
You can't do this anymore. But yeah, again, the scenes are allowed to breathe in this version. It's not just hurrying up and getting to the next scene. Like, you need this scene so we know why this character's here. Now cut it short. Get to the next thing. It's nice when movies can breathe. So then they add more moments of Kara like being stalked at the campus.
Yes.
Where you don't see anything until the very end where you realize Michael is there. But it's just a nice suspense building thing. And again, reminds you of the original where a lot of that movie is just Laurie being followed.
Yep.
And not realizing it or having a feeling she is, but not being able to prove it. So I like that moment.
Yeah.
I like the moment. It's
Me
something.
too.
And again, probably important stuff with her character was being cut out here and there.
Yep. That we'll never know. Right?
We'll never know
unless
we
the full
get-
script.
Unless we get the original script.
Yeah.
Loomis and Tommy talk a little bit more, and now we know the reason Loomis
Why-
is at the
Yeah,
hospital
exactly.
because Jamie is there in critical condition.
Makes so much sense.
Whereas before he's just like, what are you gonna do? And then we get even more Loomis and Deborah talking, and while they're talking, it cuts to Jamie like getting the knife pulled out of her and them stitching her up. So there's added stuff there. So here we go. When the dad is drinking at work and does the phone call, he hangs up and then he pulls out a picture of Kara and he goes,
Happy Halloween, little girl.
I'm like, ew.
Yep.
ew.
Why is that necessary?
And I'm like, Oh man.
Yeah.
Is this like Chinatown?
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Exactly what it's like.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's so creepy. It makes him so unlikable.
God, and he already is so unlikable.
I know.
Oh my God.
Then we get to see Jamie in the hospital, and she has the memory of being impregnated. And this scene is very Rosemary's Baby. He took a lot of inspiration for Rosemary's Baby. I love how it's shot with like the man in black looks like he's levitating.
Yeah, that is super cool.
It's like black and white, and the music that Alan Howarth wrote here sounds a lot like the score of the 70s Nosferatu.
Yes.
I don't know if you ever saw that one, the Werner
see that
Herzog one. It
Yep.
sounds almost exactly like the score for that.
That's pretty
Which I
cool.
reviewed that. I reviewed the 70s Nosferatu on Lena's channel, the Beautiful Dead podcast. And I reviewed the superior sequel, Nosferatu in Venice. That's right. He came back to go to Italy. Gave us guys a hard time. You know who's in Nosferatu in Venice?
Who?
Donald Pleasance.
Hey, perfect.
The movie,
shining role.
spoiler, the movies are not related. It's just they hired the same actor to play the Count. So people are like, because it's supposed to be called Vampire in Venice, but you know how Italians love to make fake sequels. They're like, well, that guy played Nosferatu. Call this one Nosferatu in Venice. That is on Patreon, or if you become a channel member.
Yeah.
It was a fun one. It was a really fun one. It's a mess of a movie. I kind of like it, but it's a mess of a movie. Yeah, so this scene... So what he says is that this was supposed to be like Rosemary's Baby, where like the evil impregnates her. So whatever ceremony they're doing is like putting the evil in her.
Okay. Okay.
It's
so that's
not.
his
It's supposed to be
explanation.
intentionally like mysterious, like you don't know the specifics of it. The problem is there's a shot of Michael there. And Jamie's screaming.
Yep.
And the way it's shot heavily suggests that maybe Michael is doing, I don't know if he can have sex. That seems a little weird. I could see if they like inseminated her.
I mean, there's...
Also, I don't like the idea of them pulling like man juice out of Michael either.
No, because that's her uncle, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. So again, it was
Pulling
supposed to be mysterious, like the evil deity Thorn was putting this evil in her or whatever. But again, he swears up and down, not his intention. Unfortunately, it's how it plays off.
Yeah, right.
But really, really creepy scene.
Yes.
And then the man in black shoots Jamie in the fucking head.
Yep.
And says her work is done.
God damn.
But was it Michael supposed to kill his family?
Maybe he couldn't. Maybe he was tied up with another kill.
I guess the baby's more important.
The baby
at
was
this
more
moment.
important in that particular scene. And then the man in black just had to tie up loose ends.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Loomis feels like he's failed.
Yeah.
He's like, I failed you, Jamie. Then Tommy is talking about runes again, but this time he shows his magic rocks.
Yeah, I love
Did
my
you like
rocks.
his magic rocks?
They're so great.
He's got that little pouch he had with magic rocks with little symbols on them, his runes.
Makes so much sense now.
And then he tries to justify why Michael wants to kill the Strodes, and he goes, he's convinced anyone living in his house is his family.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
Now, I don't know how I feel about this, because I want to say that's really stupid.
Yeah.
But as we all know, I'm the #1 Halloween res-tard.
Yep.
I love Resurrection.
Yeah.
Res-tard #1. And the plot of that movie was like, who are all these people in my house?
Yep, that's right.
I finally killed my sister. I want to lay back and relax. At some point, I got to kill Josh Hartnett, but he's not in this movie.
Yep.
And all these people are in my house.
What's going on here?
But yeah, that just seems like an excuse to have the family there. It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Very dumb.
The dad gets killed this time. He does get impaled. He does get electrocuted, but he doesn't blow up.
It's very low key.
Yes.
It's a very simple kill.
Yeah. I like the explosion more. I'm not
Nah,
gonna lie. It
explosion
spices
too.
it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost a little too much, but I kind of dig it.
Well, it's like Leprechaun 4 in space. It's like when he blows up too. It's like it's just fun. It's fun,
God, that
man.
movie's so good.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie so much.
At the campus rally, when Barry Sims is discovered, the girl now sings the lines, "It's raining red."
Not sure why they changed that.
It's raining red. It's raining red. Beth's death is a little bit better when it's not flashing and choppy slow-mo and stuff.
Yeah, it's just a very simple shot.
Just like
Nothing crazy.
Sounds like a fucking parrot half the time.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
The man in black reveals himself, and then it cuts to Kara in the dungeon. I don't think there's any jumping out of the window or anything in this version, is there?
I thought there was.
Maybe there is. Yeah.
I think there is. That shot is still the same. But I think some of the dialogue after the jump is extended a little bit. I'm not sure.
I forget if the jump is in there. But after that, it's almost a completely different movie.
Yep. Absolutely.
So here's what happens in the producer's cut. Kara wakes up. She's in the dungeon in like the ceremonial dress. Tommy talks about his runes with Loomis when they get. Oh, in the theatrical cut, they go to Smith's Grove and it's like this giant modern building. And this one, it looks like an old.
Yes. Like
which
an old
doesn't make sense
factory
because then it
sort
doesn't
of
really
thing.
look like the one from the 70s.
No.
So yeah, I don't know why that change was there. But yeah, it tells him that there's runes of light that can cancel out the darkness in Michael. And he's just like, that's cool, Tommy. I gotta go kill Wynn. You stay here. So Wynn meets with Loomis. Loomis meets with Wynn, who's in his like cult leader outfit.
Yeah, completely reshot.
And in this version, he's super cult guy. He's not like pretend cult guy.
Yeah, he's not like in his like a suit or anything.
Yeah, and he's like, we have to do this to stop famine and everything. That's why the world is so bad, because Michael hasn't finished his mission. We gave Michael this power, and now we're going to give it to another.
It's like the Omen, the new Omen movie where it's like, oh, we brought the son of the devil back to get people back in church or whatever. Like, what kind of ass backwards thing is that, dude?
So, but now he's just like, so I've been Michael's caretaker. I've been protecting him and everything to make sure he finishes his mission. He's not doing a good job.
No, he's doing terrible.
And he's like, Loomis, I want you to be the next one. The next caretaker. I think he says for Michael, but I think it's more implied Danny.
Yeah.
I want you to be
Definitely
that
Danny.
for Danny. Oh, there's a plane. I thought my phone was vibrating.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I was like, is there a blender on?
Tommy follows a cult leader to where the ceremony is going to happen. He takes his robe. Michael's attending the ceremony. He's just sitting there.
He's standing there watching.
What have you done? No one ever asks, like, why does Michael dress like that? Why isn't he in any cult robes? Why is he still in the mechanic jumpsuit? He's been here for 5 years. Why didn't you guys give him like
give him another change of clothes.
some like jeans,
lounging clothes,
like a t-shirt or something? Like, hey, he just really likes the
Pajamas.
mechanic outfit.
Yeah,
he wore it once in the 70s and decided that was all he was ever gonna wear.
That was it.
So yeah, they want him to kill the baby and then pass the curse over to Danny, who will then kill his mom.
Yeah.
But then the rest of his family's dead. So I guess that's a 2-for-1 prophecy fulfillment in one night. I don't know. Unless there's more Strodes out there. There could be.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
But she tells Michael that the baby is his.
Michael!
The baby is yours, isn't it? Isn't it, Michael?
Do you see why people are confused that they think it's Michael's the literal father? Because the movie keeps telling us it's the literal father.
Yep.
She could just mean like it's belongs to you or whatever. So yeah, she's trying to reason with Michael. It's not really working.
No.
Tommy holds Wynn hostage.
Yeah.
And he's like, you should join us. You have talent. I'm like, with what?
Yeah, literally.
Does he even know
He's
who
done
Tommy
nothing.
is? They escape. And I do like all the members of the hospital are there to be revealed.
Yeah,
Mrs.
that's
Blankenship's
super cool,
there.
yeah.
So yeah, they run away. They try to outrun Michael. And then we saw like some of this footage with Loomis saving all of them is from this version.
Yes.
And they had to cut around what Tommy was doing.
Exactly.
Because Tommy's in like his thorn outfit. And he puts his magic rocks on the ground. And then he cuts his hand.
He slices his hand open.
And then he says, Sam Hain. And that freezes Michael.
Yep.
His brain turns off.
Yep. Apparently.
Yep. It canceled out the evil.
Wow.
Okay. Magic rocks.
Yep.
Magic rocks and a witch's spell.
Yeah. Literally.
Stop
It's
him.
very simple stuff.
So yeah, then the movie kind of plays out how it did. Loomis tells him to get as far away from Haddonfield as they can.
Yep.
And he's like, "You gonna come with?" He's like, "I got something to attend to here." He wants to go to Michael, and I would have been like, "No, old man, you should leave here."
Yeah,
I
literally.
Think, by the way, the cult members didn't die.
Yeah, they're still in there.
They're still in there, so he should be running away because they're gonna murder him. Also, I guess Wynn was ready to leave town because he put his Man in Black outfit back on with the Spurs.
Yep, that's right.
And he just wanders into Michael and he's like, Michael, what did they do to you? But I guess him entering the circle broke the spell.
Yes.
And now Michael wants to turn on Wynn. Okay.
Yep. Now, there's no explanation to that, I don't think. But
No.
We just kind of accept it.
Yes. And then Loomis comes in. Michael's on the ground now, but it turns out he's switched clothes with Wynn.
Yes.
And then Wynn, who is dying, maybe, passes the curse onto Loomis, who then gets the tattoo and then hesitates for a really long time, then starts screaming.
Yep, screaming bloody murder.
Which is the scream they use for the theatrical ending when he dies.
Oh,
they just took
okay.
it from that.
Yep.
And then we see Michael walk away dressed as the Man in Black, and then they show that he's not wearing the Spurs.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God.
But then Wynn was also not wearing Spurs. So where did the Spurs go? I don't know. But yeah, then escapes with him walking away into the light, and that's the end there. So the writer admits that it's not a good ending.
Yeah.
And that he wanted to change it.
Because he didn't write either one of them, right? Or did he write?
He might have wrote more of this one.
Right. Okay.
But even he wasn't really thrilled. Again, it doesn't make sense.
No.
The whole sacrifice doesn't make sense because it doesn't really work, and we don't
Yeah.
see any evidence of it working. And then again, why does Michael decide to turn on them? It doesn't. Nothing made. So it definitely needed to be rewritten and reshot.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how you fix this thing, but I know years ago, me and James did a video on like, what would we do to fix Halloween 6 with all the footage they had. And that was a fun video. Go back and watch that.
Okay.
You know, that was actually one of the early videos I did on that channel.
Really?
Before I was on rental reviews. You could say that I was properly introduced a couple times on Cinemassacre. Because then we also did what would Halloween H4O be? And then I did a bunch of videos with Mike. I feel like I was properly introduced a lot on that channel.
I think you were.
Before I showed up on rental reviews.
I think you were, Tony.
I mean, it's a shame if people didn't watch those videos and just assumed I came out of the thin air, but I actually didn't. Anyway, if you're ever wondering why we do the proper introduction bit on this, that's why. Anyway, it's not a good ending. Neither version of this movie is good.
I agree.
It can't be good. I know it's actually a lot similar to Alien 3, but Alien 3 works for me.
Yeah.
Alien 3 has little flaws here and there in both versions, but at least there is like a beginning, middle, end.
Right.
At least there was a idea. Just the theatrical version just cuts out too much.
Way too
Superman 2, it's at least there is an idea of where they were going, and the Superman 2 donor cut, the ending is kind of a letdown, but they were limited on what they could do so many years later.
Yeah.
This one's rougher because like they just never had a really completed script.
No, they just started filming and changed it so many times. I mean, they're filming and pulling out pages not to shoot.
And then having
Oh
to do
my
reshoots
God.
when the one guy is dead.
Yeah.
And then also trying to cut him out of the movie, but they can't cut him out too much. And then changing their mind about the cult, but leaving so much cult stuff in early on just to switch it to maybe sci-fi at the end.
I don't know. And the Weinsteins they had a completely different vision for this movie.
Yeah.
Than, the writers per se, or even the original producers. Like they wanted it to be completely gory.
Yeah.
Like super like popular with like the young adults, if you will. Because those are like the major fans of horror movies in there back then.
Yeah.
Or even now today. But it's fucked, Tony.
I know.
It is really fucked up,
neither
man.
version is great, but we are at that moment now.
Oh no.
What do you think is the best Halloween 6?
Now hear me out. I'm gonna say the producer's cut.
Okay.
Now, if you want a more cohesive story that somewhat makes sense
Until the third act.
you're gonna watch the producer's cut.
Yeah.
If you want a movie that's more gory and edgy, grungy, it's the theatrical cut.
Yeah.
But I do think, based on story, it has to be the producer's cut for me. Which shocks me because I loved like the theatrical version of 6 growing up. But rewatching the producer's cut for the first time last week was fucking it was a game changer. I like that version a lot more.
I like that we had 2 different exposures to the producer's cut. Because
Yeah.
I'm more like what a lot of hardcore fans did, where we heard about it,
Yeah.
maybe seen shitty versions, then got to see it. You just found out about it and it was readily available.
Yeah,
for
it
you.
was perfect. It was fantastic.
Yeah, so this is tough for me. Because the producer's cut feels more like a complete film, just with an ending that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
Like I know people are like, producer's cut's great. I'm like, no, it also is bad.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
It's also a bad. Here's the thing. It's also a bad movie. It's just the producer's cut feels like a movie.
It does feel like a complete package.
Yes.
Like the theatrical
Not a good
cut,
one.
Yeah,
but it's
not
there.
a good one, but it's fully complete. The theatrical cut, when it ends with the mask, it's like, all right, well, what happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I am really nostalgic for the theatrical cut, though. And I know all the 90s music video editing that I was criticizing, I kind of like it. It does kind of give it its own identity and like flavor. It makes it stand out from the other ones, even if it's totally ridiculous and moronic. This is tough for me. I do think the producers, other than the ending, which was a real big letdown and doesn't make sense, is a better film.
Yeah.
I think I'll choose to watch the theatrical cut, though. And that might just be because of nostalgia.
No, that's fair. I'm not going to turn down. Oh, God.
We're good.
I'm not going to turn down either version.
Yeah.
But I'm going to prefer to watch the producer's cut. And I think that's specifically because of, like, I'm so familiar with 6, like the theatrical cut. This is like the same movie that I love, just cut different.
Yeah.
So it's kind of new and fresh for me right now.
So I think we both agree producer's cut's better,
Yeah.
but I think we have different preferences of what we'll watch.
Yeah, exactly.
I need the I need it. I need it, Joey, or it doesn't feel like Halloween 6.
Rock and roll.
It's like when we did Superman 2 and like the donor cut changes line delivery of Zod to like not good, or he's like, why do you say that to me when you know I'll kill if you're? I'm like, no, I need the other version where he's screaming it and shit. But yeah, either way, you lose because you're watching Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers.
That is very true. Very accurate.
But it is a product of its time. It's got a very interesting backstory.
Yeah, it does. That's more interesting than the movie.
Yes. And again, I have a lot of 90s nostalgia because this is like when I'm aware of movies.
Yeah.
And this comic book here, this is Violator versus Bad Rock. The Spawn spinoff, the Spawn Youngblood spinoff. But I remember seeing these ads all the time as a kid and being like, what is that? I guess I didn't really know what Michael Myers was at that point. There we go. Until my mom showed me. And I was just like, well, this movie's going to have an effect on me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, literally.
Sure, I hope I don't build a whole brand around that and Batman.
No, not at all.
I think my giant metal Halloween sculpture.
That's amazing.
I hope I don't talk about Halloween so much that a fan makes a Michael Myers version of my face.
So beautiful.
But yeah, that is it from us. Producer's cut wins overall. JoeyC.
Tony P.
What do you got going on? What have you been doing lately? You got any fun Halloween stuff on your channel coming up?
Well, we got no fun Halloween stuff, but we got something just as scary. The healthcare in Grand Theft Auto 4, Tony. The bathrooms in Rockstar's Bully. Very scary stuff. And if you want to see me examine the healthcare in GTA 4, or say the bathrooms in Rockstar's Bully, go to youtube.com/officialjoeyc. I have all your examination needs. Very scary stuff, Tony.
You should do like examinations for like Arkham Asylum.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You could do building from building too.
Oh, Tony, that's a world-class idea.
I think there's
right there.
bathrooms in Arkham Asylum, aren't there?
I think there is.
That's kind of horror related.
Oh, Tony.
I might have given you.
Nice.
I might have given you extra work. Sorry.
No, that's good.
Sorry.
That's a good idea. I like that a lot.
Have you done Resident Evil?
I haven't done Resident Evil.
Can you examine the mansion in Resident Evil?
That's scary.
That would be fun.
That's the quality of living right there. I'd examine the quality of living in the Resident Evil mansion. See, the opportunities are endless with the series, Tony.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You have endless movies. I have endless things to examine. And I also visit the places.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually go there.
Yes. Into a video game.
Yes,
it's
actually
very
go
amazing.
there.
It's very amazing.
Technology is crazy, man. Technology is crazy.
What did you do recently? You're like, what did I find in this? And I was like, I don't know, a shirt that fit.
Yeah, that was the healthcare video. I had a fucking. It's like a crop top hoodie that I had just. I slept in. Really.
It's just, what am I looking at? I don't know. Shirt.
A shirt that fits.
Feel mean. Do people think I'm bullying you?
No, I don't think so, man. They know it's all good fun.
Yeah. Anyway, that is it from us. I'm gonna drink so much tea and die now.
Yeah.
Please follow JoeyC. Please like, share, subscribe. Go back and watch our other Halloween videos. I have a whole Halloween playlist for you. What else do I have?
You want to support the channel, go to patreon.com/hackthemovies.
Yes. Now more than ever, please at least join the free tier because you get better notifications for when episodes come out. I put the public podcast feed on the Patreon, so you get the audio feed. In the description are links to where you can watch the video versions of them. So I got like the YouTube and Rumble links just in case it gets kicked off YouTube.
You never know.
I know a guy on Instagram got very sad that I uploaded to Rumble, and I had to say, well, I'm not being pushed by Rumble, so I'm not going to get all the right-wing grifter dudes.
That's true.
Because they're not pushing me and inflating my numbers falsely.
That's true. Yeah. And follow Tony on Twitch, twitch.tv/hackthemovies.
Yes. Yeah, follow all that stuff because YouTube... did you watch the red letter thing?
I did. Yep,
yes.
I did.
Make sure, check your settings. Make sure restricted mode is turned off, please. But yeah, just YouTube is really bad with notifications. So Patreon is much better. You get an email when a new thing comes. All the public videos I'm also putting on Patreon, so you don't miss them.
Good.
And yeah, that's it from us. Goodbye.
Barry kicks ass. Good.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos and Patreon page.
Talking about tapes.